even though what we do is wrong. It's your man Qualified in the building, aka the Dirty Daddy, aka Dr. Foot Lover, aka the Black American Dream, and right here with me I got
Yo, it's Eddie C. New nickname alert. New AKA alert.
What's going on?
AKA the King Koala Killer.
What the fuck is that about?
Also known as the KKK. What's up?
What is? I don't approve of this new nickname.
I guess I didn't think out the
I don't like any of this.
didn't think out what that was gonna be shortened to.
No, it's terrible.
AKA Mr. Wiggles.
Only Mr. Wiggles.
In the flesh.
Only Mr. Wiggles in the flesh. Eddie C. Mr. Wiggles in the flesh. That's his only nickname.
Yeah. But also, you know.
They all no.
Also that other one.
First off, that name automatically puts you like at odds and like makes you a op of mine because like, you know, the koala is my mascot, my spirit animal. So you a koala killer? Like, what the fuck is that about?
I could have a life outside of our friendship. Quali.
A life where you kill koalas? Like, I don't know how cool we can be.
I'm feeling a lot of judgment, and I'm feeling personally attacked.
I'm not judging. I just want to know what's going on.
We can discuss this at a later.
I just want to know. I want to know what's going on.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about storytellers.
Storytellers.
And just storytelling in general, just like the art of storytelling in hip hop. So personally, I guess what I want to get into when we're talking about this, I just kind of want to talk about like the art of storytelling. This is my favorite part of hip hop. And like I feel like with storytelling, like there's so many different ways that you can like break it down.
Were they able to scribe a song and tell that story in that song? And I think that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, within that structure, within
exactly.
that time limit.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why we look at it that way is because if we then look at stories across an album, that's a concept album.
Yes.
We can have a whole nother discussion on concept,
a whole different thing.
album rappers, and what those albums would be.
One is just like my favorite song, period. Nothing Without You by Pigeon John. It's
Okay.
my favorite rap song, period. And basically he's like that song is like he's, you know, well, I mean, it's like the title, Nothing Without You, but he's talking to, you think that he's like talking about like a girl or like his girl or whatever, but really like when you get to like the end of the song, he's talking about God.
Oh, I was thinking like Common, I Used to Love Her.
Yeah.
Where you think he's talking about girl,
yeah.
but then that's
Yeah,
actually
talking
one I
about
didn't
hip-hop.
write down.
That's probably one of the most like hip hop.
Yeah.
Like any head,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like,
I mean,
oh shit.
Yeah, we all got to put that one.
That's
on
crazy.
everybody's
Yeah.
list.
And then Eminem has one very similar to it, and at the end, you think because he's saying like, you fuck, like I'm fucking done with you and all that shit, and you think he's talking about Kim again or some shit, but he's talking about like hip hop or just being famous and shit.
Yeah.
The
then-
personification of these
Yeah.
concepts or these
Yeah.
things, right? It's good.
I think another storytelling song, and this one is just more just like a regular story, but it's Murs and Joe Scudder, Silly Girls.
Oh, Silly Girls.
That's what
Yeah.
I really,
I was thinking Murs, Trevor in them.
oh shit. No, Murs actually is just like Murs got a lot of storytelling joints. Like if we're gonna keep it a buck, Murs is probably another one of my favorite like storytelling rappers because he just has like a whole bunch of joints where he's just really breaking some shit down, just like, you know what I mean. And it's all from funnier stories like in Silly Girls, or like something where he's just like breaking down a scene and like a more like description,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Barbershop, like that joint, like you know what I
The
mean?
kicks are as nice as we is on the mic.
Bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a joint like that. Like,
Or more like introspection in
Yeah.
rain or something. Yeah.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like, so he that's somebody who ticks the boxes for me.
So I was surprised when I started making this list that I have one artist that I have a lot of songs for, and I wouldn't have thought that until I started like really thinking about storytelling songs.
Okay.
And it was Eminem.
Oh yeah, no.
And
I actually purposely didn't look at M's catalog because I knew you were gonna dig into it a little bit, and like Stan is the first one that comes to mind,
yeah,
right? That's
Stan,
the big one.
Yep, Stan is the first one. So much. I mean, Stan is so big that just I think last episode you were saying that you were a Stan for
Yeah,
Kanye.
it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a term now, you know. Like Toy Soldiers is a good one. That one he's talking about the Ja Rule and Benzino beef, and he kind of just breaks down how it happened. The ones I thought about this after the fact. I had to come back and write it. Guilty Conscience with him and Dr. Dre.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's 3 different stories.
A lot of narrative too. Yeah.
Yep. But this one in particular is a interesting one. It's actually 2 different songs and 2 albums. The first one is Kim off the Marshall Mathers LP, where he's talking about killing Kim. That one, I think, and it didn't occur to me until like I started like making music and writing and stuff like that, and then actually trying to like rap it on a mic and having to like kind of feel that emotion, to have that emotion in your words, even though you've looked at them and, you know, said them out loud a fucking 100 times.
Yeah.
But for Eminem to have like in that track, he's like yelling almost the entire time, and like just like the emotion in his voice on that track. So for him to like bring that back up to record it, like that shit is dope. Even though the song is, you know, kind of controversial. He kills his baby mama. Then that was on the Marshall Mathers LP. That the album before that, the Slim Shady LP, he had a track on there called 97 Bonnie and Clyde.
Okay.
And on that one, it starts off with a noise of like leaves moving, like something's being dragged, and then you hear like a trunk open, you hear like a thud, and then the trunk close, and then the beat drops.
Yeah.
And in that track, he's talking about him and his daughter Haley, who was a baby at the time, taking the mom to the beach to dispose of the body.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of off. So like the first album had that, and then the second album had the song of him like killing the baby mama. That song is like super lyrical, like the storytelling, and it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like don't worry about that little boo boo on her throat. It doesn't hurt. Like him talking to his daughter.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Like she was being mean to daddy. It made him real mad, but I still feel sorry that I put her on timeout. Get back in your high chair, honey. Quit trying to climb out. Like, this shit is crazy. But yeah, I mean the nature of the songs are out there, but they're 2 dope ass songs to listen to for storytelling.
Another guy who, I mean, of course I'm gonna say this guy,
Kanye West.
Kanye motherfucking West, bro. Come on.
We need to have like a counter now that we have like video.
Yeah.
Like how many times he
We'll
mentions
put that
Kanye
in,
West on a pod.
Man, talking Kanye West. Yeah, Kanye. It's Kanye.
About stories, bro. Like,
Roses.
Yeah.
Roses, Runaway. Shit, man. There's just
Diamonds Are Forever.
Diamonds Are Forever. Through the Wire.
Through the Wire.
It's just like, you know what I'm saying? There's just so many like.
Yo,
Gold Digger.
Yeah.
My favorite line, it might be one of my favorite ever Kanye West lines, is off of Roses. And it's just we outside the emergency room. We can hear our beat. Or yeah, if she gonna pull through, we gonna find out soon. But right now she sleep. They say she could pass away any day. Hey chick, what these doctors know anyway? I ain't no expert. I'm just hurt.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Most deaf.
Dude,
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, go
I was
ahead.
waiting for y'all to
Go
ask.
ahead,
That's
go
my
ahead.
favorite. So, Most Def. Wait, I want to back up a little bit because there's a transition here. We mentioned Slick Rick, like one of the first, like
Yes.
real story rap. You know, he did Children's Story. Well, fast forward, Black Star, which is Most Def and Talib Kweli,
Yeah.
redo Children's Story.
Yeah.
And so instead of like kids robbing and stealing, it's rappers stealing beats. There's so like a cool flip on it. But the thing that got me, and this is what introduced me to Mos Def, thanks to Eddie, was Miss Fat Booty.
Miss Fat Booty.
And it's not even like when I started comparing some of the different songs to what he does with Miss Fat Booty. Some rappers are very like action driven. I did this, he did this, she did this. Some of them are very dialogue driven. I said, then she said, then we go back and forth, right? And then a lot of them are introspective or exposition heavy, where they're just explaining things. Well, this one, he mixed in a lot of that, plus was heavy with the description, so the similes and metaphors, like
And he was just swaggy with it.
yeah, it was smooth and it was funky, and like I seen her
was-
on the Ave, spotted her more than once. Ass so fat you could see it from the front. Spot me like paparazzi. Shot me a glance, and that Catwoman stands with that fat booty pants. God damn, like you know what I mean? Like you go on a run, you throw in some similes, and you're explaining the woman that you saw before.
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so I thought like to this day, still probably one of my favorites.
Another guy who is who I would put on my list of favorite storytellers. I'm not sure what category because I don't know. I feel like some guys like they're storytellers, but they're more like almost like narrators. Like they're just telling, like it's not a story from their perspective necessarily all the time, but they're just telling you like, yo, this is what be happening. And a guy who I consider like a very good narrator, even though like some of the stories like he would be involved, but like just like this motherfucker is, I just feel like he's always narrating. Snoop.
Okay.
Like, cause even the verses where like say like G Thang or like Gin and Juice is like him, he's telling the story and like it.
Yeah.
He's like involved, but it's like almost from like the narrator's perspective. Like, yo, this was going on, everything happening, and like, yeah, they fucking with me, but like, it's like it's almost like he's telling you the story later,
Yeah.
like when he linked up with you,
Yeah. I feel that.
like, and another cat who can break shit down like that and just rap immaculate. And it might be one of the best cocaine rappers ever. I think you probably know who I'm talking about by now. Motherfucking Pusha T.
Oh God. I'm so glad you said that because I was thinking Rick Ross. And I was like, what? Why?
Pusha T is an immaculate storyteller.
Yep.
And fucking great narrator. Like, this nigga raps movies.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, Pusha T is one of them motherfuckers. Can't wait for this next album to come out because this rollout, everything already sounds crazy. And like,
Do you know when that's supposed to be dropping?
I don't. But
Google Me?
as soon as I don't think a date has come out
okay.
yet.
Never mind.
But Google Man, just try it, see what's going on.
What was that?
Pusha T new album, see if there is a date, because maybe I missed it.
So while you're looking that up, my all-time favorite. Actually, no, I'm gonna hold on that
Oh, okay.
because I had another thought and I don't want to lose it.
Hold on. Don't you lose that shit.
Don't drop that shit. I pray to God he don't drop that shit.
We don't know what the nigga has.
Secret CIA napkins. Tupac.
Okay.
Brenda's got a baby.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Fucking
How do we go this long in the podcast without mentioning that?
yeah, I don't know.
So
What the
does
fuck's wrong
not
with
have a
you?
release date. Sorry.
Okay, no release date yet
Yeah.
for Pusha T. We're waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, Pac, and he has other ones.
Yeah, I mean it's Pac.
Yeah, the nigga tells stories.
Yeah.
So since you bring up Pac, figure we gonna mention Nas.
okay.
Oh,
Rewind.
so that is a
Okay.
perfect segue. My favorite all-time fucking song.
Yeah.
And I pulled up the lyrics. So in Rewind, he tells the story backwards. He tells a whole story fucking backwards. He says, my nigga Jungle utters out something crazy like, go he there. Sitting back in his car, we hitting the roach. The smoke goes back in the blunt gets bigger in growth. Jungle unrolls it, puts his weed back in the jar, the blunt turns back into a cigar. Like, that shit is fucking
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, and he's using the action. There's parts where he's like talking, so there's dialogue. It's kind of a mind blowing concept.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else have attempted it. And
I've
if anyone
never heard
attempted it, it would have just been a copy of what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so he went into the studio one day and was like, "You should tell a story." He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna tell it backwards."
Yeah, like this one, I hung up the phone, then the phone rang. I laid in the bed thinking about this pretty young thing who left. She came back, her clothes just fell to the rug. She fell to my bed and gave me a hug.
If there's a run there, if you
Yeah,
continue,
yeah.
that shit's hilarious.
I told her no hell. She talking about me kiss, bobbed her head, then spit a nut back in my dick.
Yeah.
Telling
That
you,
should be
Nas
crazy.
Rewind.
yeah,
Listen
and
to
that's
that
not his
shit.
only one, but that's
No,
the
it's
that's
not. Ice Cube.
Oh yeah.
Today was a good day.
yeah,
Bro.
Just Ice Cube. Period. Yeah.
Yo,
See,
what
people
day
get
was
Ice
that?
Cube fucked up because of the
They
movies. How you
figured
think he
out what
did
day
them
that
movies?
was.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, they figured out what they
Yeah,
it was
they-
like
the Lakers beat the Supersonics. All the shit he was saying.
It was a clear day, so there was no smog, and he was filming. Okay, so it could have been one of 2 days, but one of the days he was filming Friday, and it said that he wouldn't have had time to be riding around in his lowrider on that day.
The actual date in question turned out to be 24. Oh, that's when they wrote this. January 20th, 1992.
Oh shit! So he just missed the anniversary. It was last week.
Yeah,
It was
shit.
exactly
Damn.
7 days ago.
Happy anniversary to the good day.
To the good day.
man,
He didn't have to
fucked
use his
around.
AK. There's
And fucked around and got a triple double.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The Goodyear blimp read Ice Cube's a pimp.
Yup.
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven.
He won all that money at the dice game.
Damn. I have dreams about that.
Winning money at a dice game.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you had dreams about Ice Cube winning money at Ice Cube. It's like, what the fuck you
mean,
dream
he-
about that for?
He was there too, but he wasn't the one winning.
Oh, all right, cool.
Reminds me of the Boondocks with Gangstalicious when he's in the hospital. He got shot. And Riley. No, who was it? Riley. Riley was like, he was talking to Riley. He was like, Ice Cube was my favorite gangster rapper. I used to have dreams that he would come and murder me and my whole family. And Riley was like, "You mean the nigga who does TV or who does kid movies?" That's how my kids know Ice Cube. He's the
Yeah,
nigga who
man.
does kid
Are we
movies.
there yet?
Yeah.
If we're gonna start throwing it back, what about Biz Markie?
Just a friend.
R.I.P.
You got what I need,
Uh-huh.
but you say he's just a friend.
What?
Uh-huh.
What?
But you say he's just a friend.
Oh, baby, you.